welcome back to GTTV from the Penny Arcade Expo in Seattle. This is the biggest fan convention for games, and look who we found. Tim Schafer, the decorated creator of many fantastic games over the years. And
like I have medals. Is that what you're saying? I have.
You got
medals.
Buttons at least, right?
Buttons, yeah. That's
exactly. Now you've got a brand new game you're talking about, which was actually launched on Kickstarter. It's called Broken Age, right?
Broken Age is the game we launched on Kickstarter, and it's been really a kind of community-focused game. Like, we were talking to our backers, and we're showing them early stuff and asking what they think. And it's been such a community-focused game that it's a great thing to talk about here at PAX, which is all about the community.
And this is a classic adventure game like the old ones you used to make at LucasArts, right?
Yeah, because I hadn't made an adventure game since '98, 99. And people would say, you should make another adventure game. Like, well, we try, but it's, we pitch it, but people don't think there's any money in them anymore. But people are always saying, well, I'd buy a copy. I was like, I wonder if there's enough of those people who would buy a copy that if we could get them all together, they would fund it. And that's what Kickstarter let us do, is actually get all those people together, and they did. They funded it.
They funded it. Now you guys have been working hard on it behind the scenes. Now it's really the story of sort of two characters, right?
Yeah, I have Vela here, and this is actually Raz. So I'm wearing the wrong buttons for the story.
Wait, this could be a big scoop. Is Raz in Broken Age?
Raz is not in it. But it's about Vela and Shay. It's about a girl who's chosen to be a sacrifice to save her town when a giant monster comes to destroy it, and she decides to fight the monster. And a boy who's being raised all by himself on a spaceship by computers, and their stories and the parallels between them. So it's really kind of different.
Do the two ever meet?
The stories have a lot of parallels to them, and that's all I can say now. Right now.
Twists and turns, as we can expect from a Tim Schafer game.
If you don't already know about Cappy's newest downloadable game coming to the Xbox 360, then, well, it's about time. And explosions. And giant poop monsters living in the bottom of the sewers. Super Time Force takes the run-and-gun action of the Contra series and combines it with a cast of characters ranging from your typical gunner to the more exotic robe-wearing Jedi and skateboard-riding dinosaur. The twist in this tale comes from your ability to go back in time at any moment to turn death into a second chance with the timeout mechanic. Pick the right man, woman, or thing for the job and try to save your past self from taking that bullet to the face. By correcting the time flow, soldiers of the past combine with your own artillery as you make your way through these time-tested levels. In addition, players can really pour on the punishment by rewinding back to the beginning of a boss battle to spawn their own one-man army to get rid of any crap that gets in their way. Slated for later this year for the Xbox 360, only time will tell when you'll be able to get your hands on it.
Xbox even has their own branded Purell right here. Clearly, a key piece of the console war, the Xbox Purell. Charlie, would like some Xbox Purell?
Please, sir. Thank you.
Yes, try back.
Sanitizes quite well.
That's Xbox Purell. You're allowed to have that? You're going to have the PlayStation Purell.
No. I discriminate neither against either consoles.
So now we are doing a little study here on Xbox One versus PlayStation 4, talking to real gamers, and you are a real gamer too.
Sure.
Remember, in games for all platforms, you do not discriminate.
I do not.
So have you played both systems? What do you think?
I do, and what I'm excited about most, first of all, we've been trying to see this new evolution in games come along, and finally the technology is catching up to where we want it to be. Both controllers feel good, and that's the first thing that we wanted, because there's been some cumbersome aspects of an Xbox controller compared to a very concise, very tight controller of a Sony, and I think a lot of it's going to be what's available on day one.
I heard a rumor that you're the voice of the Xbox One. Is that true?
I am taking over all voices. It's a battle between Nolan and I, and we just don't want the universe to implode.
Sort of like, HAL 9000, you have Troy Baker as the voice of Xbox One, right?
Exactly, so.
Have you thought about what the voice is when they ask you to audition?
Yes. It's going to be this, Jeff. I want it to be this. You don't feel anything. It soothes you, puts you to sleep, and then makes you play games.
How will the PlayStation 4 sound? You're the voice of PlayStation.
Same way.
Good to see you, Troy. Always a pleasure.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Take care. Coming up, I count down my top 5 games at the Penny Arcade Expo.
No way!
And Daniel is back in the field for Combat Facts.